my friends, to another live stream. Tonight, we are going to be picking up where we left off with Sonic 3, and this time it will be Sonic 3 Standalone. I actually remembered to separate the discs. So, well, cartridges. I don't know why I said discs. Oh, slips of the tongue. What can you do? So anyway, to the point, we are going to be, this time it'll actually be Sonic 3 Standalone. I remembered to separate out the cartridges. I got Sonic and Knuckles right here, Sonic 3 in the system. So, without further ado, my friends, let's fire everything up and get started. Don't feel like grabbing the remote tonight, so I'll just reach over and hit the button. All right. All right. Yep. At some point, I'm going to play as Tails. All right, let's get started. Zone 6. We got 3 Chaos Emeralds. Let's see if we can collect some more. Make a little tad adjustment right there. Launch Base Zone Act 1. Let's do it. Oh god. I attracted the whatever that thing. I have no idea how I didn't get spiked. Into the elevator. Tails, you're stuck again. I don't know how that manages to happen. Ow. Yes, indeed. Nova Jordan Launch Base. Nova Jordan the Hedgehog, sorry, 2026. Welcome back. We are on the launch base. Yeah. And this time we are playing Sonic 3 Standalone. I actually remembered to separate the cartridges. Last time I forgot. And was wondering why it was doing what it was doing. But I learned from the last time, so we move right along. I am thinking about doing a run through where I have the discs combined, where it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I'm curious to see how many more, how the levels will actually configure. But yeah, that will be a video project for another time. What is up here? Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I'll figure out what's up there another time. What do I... okay. So we're going this way. Ow. Alright, let's get out of here before I get hit with that fire again. Here we go. Now we're finally making some good progress. As always, Tails falling behind. Typical little fox. Ow. I always manage to hit that one particular thing. And that too. But not that one. How even did I avoid that? My God. What is going on with me tonight? Come on, Tails. Good job. Alright, there we go. That took longer than it needed to. Oh, Lord. Hey, I made it up here this time on the first attempt. Last time it took me forever to get up there. And I avoided spikes, only to get hit by that thing. Alright. Wait for it to cycle, because that's the usual strategy I use. With mixed results. Alright. Uh-oh. Never mind, no uh-oh. Misjudging my timing as usual. Unfortunately, my friends, that is not one of my strengths, is getting the timing down on some of these moves. And I always feel like I'm going in circles with these levels. I have no idea why that is. Uh-oh. Oh, didn't quite make that one. Alright. Good work, Tails. Nice to see he's actually somewhat useful in this level, in this game. I know, I always complain about him. Whoa, that was mildly disorienting. As we make our way up the line. Thank you for that like, I appreciate that. And Knuckles throwing the bomb. Here we go. I will say I've gotten lots of practice beating this particular boss. Yeah, I say as I make another mistake. And another. Boom. Why did the sign fall over there? Boom. And that does it for Act 1, my friends. Moving on to Act 2. Oh, I hate water levels so much. Uh-oh. Okay, that was my own fault right there. Oh, crap. Wow. Well, let's see if we can get a little further this time. Wonder what happens if we go that way. I'll have to experiment with that. Thank you, Tails. All right. Nice save the game right there. Ah, crap, I missed. I don't know where that would have taken us, but definitely would have been interesting to find out. Whoa. Well, at least I landed. Oh, another death. Come on. Oh, boy. Not how I wanted to run this, but it does give me an excuse to try this out. So, let's see where it takes us. collect rings. Okay. And do another of these things. Whoa. To another place where I'm going to potentially lose all my rings. Okay, this is annoying. Don't get fired. Got fired. Yeah, I'm not hitting those. Anything up here? No, nothing up there. I already know what those do because I found out the hard way. Because I am dumb. Whoa. Oh god, water levels. Whoa. At least now I know. Is there something up here? Apparently not. Nothing like wasting my time. Alright, let's keep moving. Ugh. If I can get through this without running myself into a problem, that would be great. Did that count as breaking surface? Excuse me. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? That's more like it. Oh boy, back underwater. Okay, I definitely feel like we're going in circles right now. Oh, why do these levels do that? Oh, there's definitely something up there. I done screwed up. Alright, there we go. Let's get our pace up. Just so I can get some air. Alright. Going. Ah. No! At least I got one of my rings back. Jump it. Alright. Bloody hell. Oh. Wow. It's been a while since I've had a game over. Alright. Well, that happened. Right back to it. Let's do this. Alright, launch base 1 again. Hey, look at that. Tails actually managed to stay on the thing. Managed to ride with me that time. Still has to get in the elevator. Somehow he always doesn't make it. Let's try going this way this time. Oh, so that's where this leads. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Not really, but... Oh, crap. Oh, put it to me to do something dumb. Let's backtrack just a tad. Wait for the elevator to come back down. Flying Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I definitely went the wrong way somewhere. I have no idea where I went the wrong way, but we're just gonna run. Boom. Boom. All right. Huh. Oh, why do I do these dumb things sometimes? Like that. At least I recovered one of my rings. Only to promptly lose it again. Come on, Tails, do something. That was semi-deliberate, I'll admit. But at least I pick up where we left off. Same mistake I made the last time. Alright, there we go. Now we're back on course. Avoid the spikes. Jump over that thing. Avoid the fire. Avoid the spring. Stick the landing. Now we're making some progress. Don't ask me how I avoided that, because I honestly have no clue. Jump over the air raid thing. Alright. Into the elevator. Alright. This looks right. Until I do that. Welcome to a tour of Slenderman getting lost in a game that he's played multiple times already. I swear, I know I've say this almost every time. Ah, Yoshi Nation official. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, I should say. Unfortunately, my memory for some people is not always the greatest. I do apologize. Which one of the streams had you visited before? Hi, Knuckles. I found my way back. Well, at least the building was kind enough to collapse after I finished taking a drink of my water. Alright, we'll knock this guy out real fast. And then we'll make some progress in Sonic in the next boss. Whoa, 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 ow. At least I was able to recover the majority of the rings that time. Ah. I spoke too soon. There we go. Alright. Oh yes, I do remember you. I'm glad to have you back. Welcome back. The only thing I don't remember is which one of the streams you showed up on. Well, that's just because, in general, I have a very bad memory. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, I appreciate that advice. And I'm thinking about actually doing a playthrough of this, as in a full playthrough of this, where I am fully connected, because I'm curious to see how much of the Knuckles levels will actually connect with Sonic, with this game. So I'm curious enough to experiment with that, because I've actually never played this in this particular way. I've never played Sonic and Sonic 3 combined with Sonic and Knuckles. So I definitely plan to do a playthrough of that. I'll get up there one of these days. Alright, let's get some speed going first. There we go. I hate these fire things. And of course, Tails, get back up here, you dumb fox. Wow, stuck the landing. Thank you, Tails, for actually retrieving that. Look at you, you are capable of doing something useful. Now let's see if I can get through this without taking a hit. Uh-oh. Alright. Ah! Had to happen underwater. Well, at least I avoided the spikes. That would have been an instant kill. Alright, save right there. Alright, what's down here? Do I just drop off? Apparently not. Oh, I got to the other side of it this time. Ow. Ring. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Where are we going? Nice little tour of the game. We're not going to hit that Robotnik thing, though, because I know what those do now. Oh, crap. I went the wrong way again, didn't I? Hey, that was worth taking a wrong turn for. Oh yeah, that's right. You kind of inspired me to do the playthrough with Knuckles, which I appreciate that recommendation, because I'm enjoying that playthrough immensely, even if it is a little tricky. Well, maybe not as tricky, but I appreciated that advice. I'm also at some point considering doing a playthrough as Tails, because I'm curious to see if the course will change as Tails. Ah, crap. No! Oh, Lord. I hate these things. Yeah, I found another section of the level that I don't like. Jump. Clear. Save myself. Back through the pipe system again. Run along, run along. Kind of curious to see whether Slender Boy will join us tonight. Ha, there. Avoided the lasers this time. Bang. I know, I just missed half the rings there. Oh well. Ha! Well, that was kind of anticlimactic right there. Oh god, not water levels. Whoa. Such a pain in the balls these levels are. Ooh, that was definitely a tight... Wow. Slow motion glitch there, my friends. Boosh. Get to the surface! Alright. Hey, Blue Hedgehog Man 17, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me tonight. Oh, watching me do crazy things tonight. Like trying to figure out how to... Never mind, I figured it out. How to get up here. Avoiding the fire. Guess we're going this way. And trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going is another whole miracle in itself. I think it's this way. Oh god, here we go. We have made it to the boss. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Ow. Wow. Okay. I have no idea how I got past that. Alright. Take advantage of this little break, take a quick swig of my water again. Hey, Thrasher, or Bull, welcome to the channel, my friend. Good to see you. Oh. Yeah, it's funny, on Mario Monday, Slender Boy joined me on the channel. Had quite a few interesting things to say, but what do you do? Oh god. Wow. Oh, I've been stuck for a little bit of time. It's been a few streams that I've gotten stuck. That's actually the furthest I've gotten so far in there. Although I will say I at least thought I had saved the game. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be one of those levels where it's going to frustrate me because I swear I know what I'm doing in this and then I screw something else up. And it's weird, when I forgot to detach the two cartridges, the Sonic and Knuckles and this cartridge, I actually played better before I realized my mistake. And of course, well, I'm getting the hang of it now, so hopefully I'm shooting to be out of here tonight, to be able to move us to the next level, to the next zone. Because this is starting to get a little frustrating. Actually, more than a little frustrating, a lot frustrating. But in general, sorry, I've never actually gotten this far in any Sonic game, so, in this game. My older brother has. Then again, he's also a genius, so... I know, I shouldn't have slowed myself down there. That's all good. Jump! This time we're gonna ride this panel along. Well, I got one of my rings back. Alright, we're going down. Figures. Yeah, we're just spin dashing up there. At least I'll have plenty of practice on these levels. I'll be able to show people what to do and what not to do in this. Ha! Get up there. Although every time I say how much easier a time I'm having, I always screw something up. So kind of, that's why I'm not talking too much, is because every time I've said something, I screw up. My favorite zone in Sonic 3. Ooh, that's a very interesting question. So far it's got to be I forget which one was the frozen level. But that's my favorite because I enjoy the fact that it kind of reminds me of a little bit of Sonic 1. I don't know if they meant to design it that way, but I like it because it seems like it's a little nod to the OGs. Okay. Ice cap, yes. Thank you. Well, I was originally planning to just play this as a standalone. That was the original plan. The only reason I hadn't before, I did a little bit of it as Sonic and Knuckles combined, is I didn't think the file would, I didn't think it would pick up. Because I thought I would have to start another file there, which evidently I was wrong about that. So I will have to but I'll definitely be more than happy to reconnect those discs. Those cartridges. Why do I keep calling them discs? Oh, Lord. It's not been my night tonight. Oh, I did have them hooked up, but I disconnected them. Definitely reconnect them though after this. But I have every intention of beating Launch Base. I'm hoping to beat it tonight. If I don't keep doing stupid things and screwing up. Alright, here comes the boss. I'm definitely good with beating this guy. Just stay out of the way of that pesky mace. And hope... Boom. That does it for Act 1. Let's get to Act 2 and finish this off. I just want to get to 3,000. Okay. We've had our fun. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. Slenderboy made a video asking where Sonic peaked. In his opinion, he believes it peaked at Sonic 1, at the OG Sonic. Personally, this is where I think it peaked. But hey, everyone's allowed to have an opinion. Slenderboy2024 is my esteemed colleague. He's also an old friend. Definitely check out his channel. You might find some of his videos interesting. Unfortunately, he's not a big fan of me. I don't know why, but he apparently likes to hate watch my videos for whatever reason. But hey, he's allowed. Yeah, his channel name's Slenderboy2024. He does somewhat similar videos to what I do. Although I think he does more comedies and a little bit of more product reviews. But definitely have a look at his channel. When I'm done when I sign off tonight, I'll throw a link to it here. But yeah, I've watched a few of his videos and they are definitely enjoyable. Well, some of them are good. I prefer not to say competition. He calls me his rival. I prefer to consider him a colleague. Because I have actually talked to him about potentially doing videos together. Because I feel it would be interesting to film with him. Because he seems like a cool guy. Well, he is a cool guy. Ah. Oh, this is the part I always get stuck in. He runs a Nintendo Switch, which I'd considered buying one, actually. I just don't really have the space for more storage space to keep another handheld. Plus, I always feel that I'm better with consoles, although my number one is PC. I just don't know how to do streams on PC. I don't know if I have the software for that, nor the patience to learn it. Because I will admit, I'm not exactly a patient person when it comes to some of these. That's part of the reason I'm taking a break from Mario Brothers on the DS. Oh, I've been thinking about doing a playthrough as Tails, actually. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the course. Because if I play through and get stuck at the barrels of doom, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. Due to, there seems to be some issue with this system, which I'm not going to be annoyed about. It's a 35-year-old system. It's not going to run perfectly. Ah, crap. I missed the whatever that was again. I'm going to try to get there. Why does Sonic have to jump so bloody high? Alright, let's get this done. I say as I run into the punching bag. Cut that a little close, didn't I? Alright. There we go. Got onto the water shield. Definitely need that. For however long I can actually hang on to it. Ooh. That was close. Like I said, for however long I can hang on to the thing. Alright, here we go. Alright. Uh-oh. There we go. Little brief jump right there. Hi, Robotnik. Ow. Alright, let's get out of the way of the ball. Somehow ugh. Sonic 2 as Knuckles. Huh. That sounds interesting. So would I just combine the Sonic 2... Supposedly, I was told by Slender Boy that you can combine the Sonic 2 and Sonic and Knuckles disc cartridges. Why do I keep saying discs? Alright, good. Got my ring back. Tails. So I'm assuming you can, I guess you can run the game with Sonic. Run Sonic and Knuckles Sonic 2, because that would be interesting playing as Knuckles. Oh wait, no, I can play as Knuckles. There was something I couldn't get past in that. But I'll definitely revisit it. I would definitely be more than happy to play Sonic 2 as Knuckles. I did it when I was playing on the Genesis Mini, or Fire Core, call it what you wish. Yeah, Thrasher Bolt. Slenderboy2024 is just a colleague. Oh, crap. That's what I get for not paying attention. Oh, I wish I could do it in Sonic 1. That would be interesting. Alright. Wow, I don't know why I was hitting the C button on that. Oh, crap. Give me the ring! Uh-oh. Oh, not good. I lost my ring! Oh. That was bad luck right there. Alright, I'm going to actually pay attention this time because I was drinking my water when the round started. Alright. This guy I actually know how to beat. I say as I lose rings again. Thank you, Tails, for recovering that ring. Why can't I? There we go. Ow! Oh, good, I got my ring back. Why am I not able to hit him? Alright, what is going on here? What is this game's issue all of a sudden? Hang on. Now run. Whoa, now that's a problem. I don't know what was happening there. I think something just glitched. Yeah, it was bad luck. Well, the more I play this, the better I get at the levels. I've lost count of the number of... What is that, 4 game overs now? But yeah, good old bad luck at its worst. Bad luck and me not paying attention on the initial start. Alright, let's do this. I want to beat this tonight. Ah, crap. Alright, there we go. Oh, second game over. Okay. Since you've been on the stream. Yeah, let me tell you, when I was playing Mario Bros, I was getting a lot more than that. Oh, that makes me feel a little better. Let's put this back. Up until I had made my first attempt at Sonic and Knuckles, those combined discs, I had cartridges. I had actually never played that. Then again, I was playing this at a friend's house, so I didn't own the actual system. Tails, would you stop setting off that bloody thing that keeps alerting them? Ow. Did I just go the wrong way? I know I say that every time on here because I always manage to confuse myself as to where I'm supposed to be going. Seriously? Alright. Collect all the rings, get out of there. This time I'm going to actually ride this thing up. Ha! There we go. Let's watch Sonic run backwards, because I don't know why it amuses me so much, but it does. No! Ow. That hurt just a little. Alright. I'm doing dumb things. Yeah, I think I have lost 12 lives today. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I have. I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, Sonic 3 is a tricky game. Definitely have to agree with you there. Alright, here we go. That's the issue I keep running into. I keep hitting that spring. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think I have. But yeah, I think I have lost lives over 4 times. Meaning, yes, I have gone down 12 times. Because I haven't gotten any extra lives at all. Sadly. The hell? That ain't supposed to take me anywhere. Alright, here we go. I know, I need rings. Alright, we're going this way. Up. Watching our 2 friends run backwards. Here we go. Running jump, and I avoid the spikes. Love to get up there, but I'm not taking any chances this time because... Come on! Every time. Alright, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna try to go over the thing this time. Just because I need some rings. How does Tails never make it into the elevator with me? Makes no sense. Or whatever that thing is supposed to be. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Well. Almost made it to where I was supposed to go. I know. Some would say almost only applies to horseshoes, hand grenades, and nuclear bombs. Not to gameplay. There's number 5. Well, the only thing we can do is keep on trying, am I right? And minimize giving up, or just set the game aside for a little while. Clear your mind and revisit another time. That's my plan for Mario Brothers, is I'm taking a break from it for now, and I'm going to revisit it a little bit later. Although, yeah, it does suck. 15th death and 5th game over. It is frustrating, that I will admit. Especially when I do dumb things like what I just did there. Alright, here we go, here we go. And then for every dumb thing I do something I actually pull something interesting off. Like managing to squeeze through some sections that I usually lose lives on. Nothing like watching Sonic fly for a moment. Oh, you were there for the first live stream. That's awesome. Oh yeah, there were some previous games from the previous owners of this game, because I bought this used. And I deleted those because I wanted to start fresh. And kind of do my own gameplay. Although I was thinking about checking some of those out just to see where the players had gotten. Yeah, there were I think like 5 or 6 different files on the game. And I wanted to be able to have my own. And I just wanted to start fresh. Especially since it was the first time, and I don't even know how many years since I played any consistent Sonic game. This is the most consistently that I've played a game. Between this and Mario Brothers, those have been the 2 most consistent games I've played. And it's honestly because I just, outside of picking this up as a hobby, I really have not had much time for anything else. Between both jobs and work and other things I've had to do, I just haven't really had time to do much of anything. Life gets in the way, doesn't it? Sometimes. That's more like the mistakes I usually make. Definitely worth dodging that. Oh. This is what I talk about when I say making mistakes multiple times. Come on, how far down do I have to go? Do I have to run all the way back down here again? Apparently, yes. Seriously? No! Whew. Got out of that. I lucked out right there. Hey! Guess Steve's LOL. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, because your name does look familiar. Glad you could join me tonight for the last few minutes, sadly, of this stream. Oh, thank you, Tails. Look at that. Tails does do useful things on the occasion. Well, where am I supposed to go this way? Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to get hit right there. Alright, so we'll do this. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Alright, evidently I went the wrong way. There we go. Wow, I made it through that without getting hit. Guesty, sorry about my apologies. Geez, my friend, I will definitely keep that in mind. I struggle with a lot of people's names on here. I will tell you that, straight up. I mean, no disrespect at all. Names are not my strength. Neither is remembering things. I have a very bad memory, so. And I've probably said that multiple times as well. Yeah, that's about when I usually stream, is 9 to 10, depending on what time I get home from work, and depending on if I have anything else I have to do, like if it's a weekend. Sometimes I'll run for a little bit longer. Yes, Thrashable, I do know you. That and your name is also very easy to remember. Alright, we're gonna knock out this, have this thing knocked out in no time at all. Oh lord. See what happens when I have a burst of, when I get confident about something? I screw up. Alright, we're gonna just knock that to 4,000. No, we're not. Okay. Oh, there. Now we're at 4,000. Alright, 4,100. I can live with that. Alright, Act 2. We're gonna get through this tonight. I might run a little longer just to see if I can get past this. How? Why is underwater spin dashing a pain in the balls? Someone please explain that to me. There we go. Oh. Always manage to slow myself down at the worst possible time. Mercy. I'm definitely tiring out. Alright, that was annoying. I did not think I was going to go down like that. Alright, we're going to give this one more try. And then... yeah, I think that is my 17th. But, you know what? We're going to run through this. Oh, what the... sorry about that. I apparently let it sit for too long. Come on. Come on. There we go. Respond. Yay. Alright, let me try this one through. Run through one last time. And see if I can at least beat this act. Because I figure that would be a nice way to end it. And the stream is at least beating the act. Because I can tell now I'm just getting too tired to keep going too much longer. Yeah, 17 deaths. Yeah, it is painful to think about. Painful but not surprising because I'm not the greatest gamer. I know several people who can definitely attest to that. Oh, come on, get up there. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of rushing through, admittedly, so... get in there, Sonic. You would not believe how many... that it took me 3 or 4 tries when I first got here to figure out how to even get past that. There we go. Let's go this way. Nope. Oh, come on, Tails. You have to set that bloody thing off. Forward we go. disappointed that Mr. Slender Boy didn't show himself tonight. Didn't pop up tonight. Ooh, here's one thing we haven't had tonight. Alright, we're going to run a little longer just so I can play with this. Ah, I know admittedly this is probably not going to save, but worthwhile. Wow, that was fast. I always lose those power-ups rather faster than I want to. Oh great, now I have to run back to the bottom again. Run backwards, Sonic! And of course, the thing respawned. Now why couldn't I have gotten that extra life run a lot sooner? Like in the middle of the bloody stream instead of at the end. Alright, here we go. Sorry, Tails, you missed the train. I do like Sonic music. I do enjoy the music in these games. As I go the wrong way. Ah, Mustache Man, he ran away from me. Heh, coward. Good old Robotnik. Well, so far, I guess I have to say launch base. Just based off of how I've been doing with this level. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Bang. Bang. I know, I just lost a ring. Where did you go? Where did you... Uh-oh. Nope, we're gonna stay away from that. Alright, there. We got rid of one. Now we gotta hit the other. There we go. Alright, we're gonna let it drop. Alright, so we get to end it on a positive note. Unfortunately, my friends, that is all I've got time for tonight. I was hoping to get through launch base tonight, but sadly, I kept screwing up. Thank you to everybody who joined me. Blue Hedgehog Man, I hope to see you next time. Thank you for the 4 likes. I appreciate that. It helps a lot. Have a good night, and I will see you all next time.